Um, so we're gonna do some petitions. I guess a side note before we can I go places? I can go places. Hold on, let's go somewhere better. Get my keyboard. That's my keyboard. He's very happy to be here this morning as well. He hopes you guys are all enjoying your Sunday morning. Um, I feel like probably not many of you guys are TOV people. And as much as I wish some of you were so that I can just say words, it doesn't matter because I'm going to have to do posts and be an actual GM today. Um, people people are being assholes. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm looking for a better way to say it, but people are being assholes today. Not today. The last couple weeks in not VP in TOV Temple of Ishan. And I don't know how it devolved to this point because it used to not be like this. I remember months and months and months and months ago how much I hated the VP rule lawyer sessions and the petition questing, not the stream stuff, but the actual being in the Skype call with the guild leaders and having them go over going over fraps and logs and different things, and then going over it with the other guild leader being like, what in the F happened here, sir? And then being like, well, it's EverQuest, and sometimes things aren't good, so we do things, and then things happen. It's not our fault, and lots of back and forth with that. What can what can you do? I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I feel like if you lead a guild, if you are a raid leader for a guild, you need to take your butt down to the raid discussion forum on the Project 1999 forums, which can be found at www.project1999.com. Go there, read those things. There is probably close to 20 rules that, and not just rules, but I'd say some of them are just explanations of how things work. Um, Read them because holy shit, guys. Holy shit. I have people things shouldn't come to me in the raid scene. For those of you who are unfamiliar with it, it basically there's some things laid out with what you should do if you screw up or if you think someone else screwed up or whatever scenarios. And basically, let's say you're in Guild A and you're in TOV and you train somebody else. You do something horrible to somebody else. Doesn't even have to be just training. Um, there's things you can do to right that wrong so that it doesn't come to me, so that nobody gets raid suspended, so that nothing horrible. It's like nothing going on your permanent record. It's like one of those things. And so you go to the other guild. You go to Guild B and you say, hey, we effed up. Really sorry about that. We're just going to bow out of this, concede the mob. Good luck. Sorry. And then that's it. And then if they try to petition you anyway after that, I will do horrible things to them. Horrible biblical things. I will rain sulfur on their families. And so that's it. And the rules in the raid discussion forum also say what has to be conceded, which is just, the mob usually. And it also says that Guild B can never refuse to accept. So you avoid all the pound of flesh shit where it's like, well, that's not enough. I want you to concede 1,000,000 mobs because you caused me emotional trauma and physical heartache, and I had to explain to my guild why their Saturday was ruined by such scumlords. So I need 1,000,000 mobs. And that's not acceptable. I mean, it was real bad. It was real bad before that was written because the pound of flesh thing was real. But yeah, so you do that and you lose one mob and that's it. End of story. If you don't, if say someone comes to you and they're like, "Are you gonna concede? You screwed up." Blah blah blah. You would ask them for proof. Like, why? I don't believe you. Give me proof. And so they'll give you proof. And if you think that they're still wrong, if you're like, you know what, you're wrong. We didn't train you. Your proof doesn't make me think we trained you. You can petition it. I don't even care. If it comes to me in a petition like that, then it's automatically going to be doubled up. from what the original concession would have been. So if you gave up the mob, or if it would have been a situation where you could have just given up a mob and it'd be over with, if it comes to me, you're gonna lose at least two mobs. And I feel that's fair. It encourages the guilds to work things out on their own. It encourages them not to petition quest every single little thing, and I just feel it's good. I feel it's good about for the server. Um, and then we have some instances where a raid mob's gonna die before people actually know who was at fault for any shenanigans that may have transpired at the said raid event. Um, and that's fine too. I understand it happens. I understand Valius mobs die much, much, much slower than Kunark mobs, but once a fight starts in the heat of the moment, people probably are just not going to be as reasonable, I guess is the word. And that's okay. That's okay because we have a thing in there for that too. And same thing. If you kill the mob, you loot the mob, you're like, haha, we did it. And then the fraps come in and the other guild is like, you screwed up. Give up the loots, concede the mob. And again, that will be the end of it. It won't come to me. Nothing bad will happen against your guild, and so on and so on. Another reason you don't want things to come to me, if I have to deal with it, it's going to count as a raid suspension. And I believe the rules state that after your 5th suspension, every infraction after that is just going to be like 5 to 7 days or 5+ a day. I don't know the exact wording. I don't have it right now. But it's just going to be straight up guild week suspension, like blanket raid suspensions for that guild. Every raid mob for X amount of days. And if it continues past that, we're going to disband and destroy the guild. I mean, I don't know. People sometimes forget that P99 is it's a privilege. It's not a right. It's not something that is owed to me. It is not something that is owed to the players. It is not something that is owed to other staff members. It's a privilege, and every single one of us are privileged to be here, and privileges can be taken away. So I don't know. People need to stop being assholes in VP. One of the, I said VP. My brain is so damaged by VP that I can't when I'm in this mode. Yeah, when I'm in this mode, it's just VP is the problem most of the times, and I got to update my brain files to get it to TOV. But sometimes, and arguably the worst thing you could ever do, is go to a guild, tell them that they screwed up, and they need to give you a mob, and in actuality, you being the one who screwed up, or just them not having screwed up. Really, these are problems. We have a small little footnote somewhere, I believe, in the fifth question or the 5th rule, or whatever you want to call it. I think there's actually a thing regarding Crying Wolf and why it's so bad. I've never had to deal with that, and I don't assume that it's always intentional or on purpose, or someone was trying to pull a fast one, like if things like that happen. But it's very possible that there is a situation like that, and I've been dealing with it for the last few days. And I'm not happy about it, and they're not happy about it. No one's happy about it. I've talked to all the guilds in question about it. No one's happy about it. We're all on the same page with it. So there's not going to be a lot of butthurt. I mean, there will be. There always is. But people are going to be aware. It's not going to blindside anybody, I guess is the better way to say it. But then I was going over more petitions, and I was going over more logs and more fraps and more things that I just love to do on a Saturday. And funny story there. I realized one of the things that one of the guilds had petitioned is something that I had previously seen. I believe in fraps I had seen that the mob was already conceded. And if a guild has conceded a mob, you cannot, like, let's say we're at I'm just gonna say something that it would never ever be. Let's say we're at Finney. We're at the Finney camp, which is a super, super important camp in the zone of Kedgekeep. It's where all the P99 raiders are trying to get the fattest loots in the game currently. So let's say we're there. And let's say I pull Finney in all of my awesome uber amazingness. But for some whatever reason, I lose control of the pull, and he trains all of Duckling's people. And Duckling comes to me, or whatever, goes to the zone or the guild or somebody, and he's like, hey, Sirkin's guild nerds, you know what happened? Excuse me, you know what happened? You just trained my people. I demand reparations. And so me, being the good, responsible human being that I am, I would be like, we concede this mob because we screwed up. And then you go and petition me for that mob. That's a problem. That's a big problem. And so that might be a thing that happened. We, I need to get in touch with a certain guild leader. But guys, I understand the mentality of like just gathering everything up, throwing literally everything you have at the wall and waiting to see what sticks. I do. I honestly do. But when you do that, like, you have to at least be smart about it. I mean, people joke about like EverQuest and PetitionQuest and all of these things, but on some level, like, it's kind of a real thing. Hold on a second. Bum, 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 bum. It's kind of a real thing. So, I don't even have words. Like, I don't even know how I'm gonna start this conversation. Let me check my word box. um, yeah, no, I haven't even sent things to people yet, but, I do need to have words with a certain guild leader and explain to him some things, because I feel his PetitionQuest skills could use some training. That's all. That's all. I think that's all. If you guys have questions, I know usually I'm really bad with chat, and I am sorry about that. But there's no one here. I have no distractions, and oh my god, all my NPCs are gone. I have no distractions. So, if you have questions, you can at Cirkin P99 in the question, and it'll get my attention. But you probably won't even have to do that because, like I said, I'm not talking to anybody else but you guys right now. So it should be just fine. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. He's out of the pool. He made it. Various is here. Setting up CS home because apparently I'm the only one who takes this shit seriously. Oh my god, I'm out 098. Do one of these. We'll do one of those. Dun, 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 dun. Whoops, wrong one. Probably don't need that button anymore. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Oh my lord, the phone is doing things. 6. That is a big dwarf. Let's do 3.5. Yeah. Huzzah! Look at us taking orders and such. We also have 3 new guides. We have Landris and oh shit, Leontius, which is how you say his name in a very fancy way. And then we have text messages. Hold on. It was dead to me. What did I say? I think I said till April. Okay. Okay. Huzzah. So yeah, we have CS Home, we have that. I still have buttons for people that aren't on staff. Like, I still have my Eunomia button. I still have... I guess I only have 2 buttons for people that aren't on staff. That's pretty good, actually. We'll take that. Let's go inside. Guys, you want to know something? I'm going to tell you something. I was talking about this with somebody recently, and they told me they click things instead of buttons for spells and buttons. Like hot buttons, they click them instead of press them, and spells too. And why can't I find the way out? Oh, there it is. And I do the same thing, but you know what else I do? I keyboard turn on EverQuest, and I don't know why I do, but I do. And it's the only game I do it in. I can't do it in Rust. I can't do it in any other MMO. I just can't do it. But with EQ, like, I just learned with keyboard turning, and and so that was the thing. But yeah, let's get down to business, guys. This is serious now. We don't have time for all this flim-flamming. This is business. This is business. Time is business and stuff. I can't make jokes that involve certain words, is what I just learned in that moment. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. You wouldn't have enjoyed it. Oh my lord. I'm trying to get my life together. I thought I did that. Raidus, to answer your quick... no, you know what? It's dead to me. I'm not even going to answer your quick question about it. I'm sorry. How about you answer my 6-month-old petition to help me change my password so I can actually play on the server, is what Showtime HC says. Showtime HC, here's the thing. If my name's not actually put in your petition by a staff member, like sometimes people do it on their own, they'll think they'll be clever and just add a staff member's name to the title of their petition. That doesn't help. It actually has to be flagged by a staff member for a person. Your petition would never be flagged for me because that's like account stuff. That's Rogan turf. And if we have we don't have access to your passwords, so we can't help you change your password. If you lost your info, you've got to use the password reset thing, and if you can't log into the email, then you might be shit out of luck. I'm very sorry to say that. Dun, 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 dun. However, Showtime, if you need an account locked down, I can gladly ban it for you. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, I was rambling and ignoring chat. Dun, 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 dun. I hate to say it, but the staff has brought this problem on themselves. You guys wrote the rules, so it's terrible rules lead to terrible situations. The funny thing is, I bet you didn't really officiate the rules, but have to deal with the fallout. If by officiate you mean enforce, I wholeheartedly disagree with you, Duckling. But being that I think you're Agathar, I feel like you're probably referring to red server rules and not so much blue server. And there's a big difference there. I know I'm not on red as much as I used to be. I know I'm not on red as much as I should be. But I try to go where I'm needed the most, and I'm hoping some of the new guides are doing good things on red. And if things have to come to me, they have to come to me. But hopefully, they won't come to me. That's really what I'm hoping for. Dun, 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 dun. Lucent depths. Words. Sorry, guys. It's too early for me. I'm gonna mess up some words. But thank you for the host. I do appreciate that. Um, blah 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 blah. I read that already. Don't ask the same things. I'll get to it. I promise. Radius, I'm glad you appreciate the bear preservation project. Whatever. I'm not sure this has ever been implemented in the past. Hi, Ganlorth. But back in live days, some server GMs force guilds to do weekly rotations on raids. Example, Guild 1 is in TOV for 1 week, then Guild 2 will be the following week, but I think this would eliminate a lot of crap. I know that you do. A lot of people do. There's a lot of people that think a rotation would be a super swell idea. Sadly, I'm not one of those people. I played on Val and Zach on live. I played on a PvP server, and we didn't have a rotation. There's no like nostalgia itch for me on that. I literally had to fight tooth and nail for any opportunity I wanted at a mob. Some of you know, the rest of you should blindly assume that I used to play on the P99 server. Way back before I was a staff member, I did not, like, I don't play now. GMs can't play, so that's not a thing. But I did play before I was on staff. I played for about a year and a half, and I did fairly well for myself in my Norath times, I would say. But even then, I did hit max level. I was 50 before Kunar came out. I was 60 pretty fast after Kunar came out. I neckbearded it with the best of them. And even then, like, I wasn't in the top guild. I was definitely in a top 3 guild, but it wasn't the number 1 guild at the time, and we had to fight tooth and nail for every single fucking thing. Granted, the raid scene was much better years ago than it is now. We used to actually race for things. I remember when the poop socking and parking mains at the raid targets thing really started happening and became a thing. I remember the first time my guild told me that I had to roll an alt because my main needed to be parked at certain places. I didn't like that at all. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is we're never going to force a rotation. Me, Nobog, Rogan, our live servers just didn't have rotations. It's not something we're used to. It's not something we did ourselves. It's not anything that scratches a nostalgia itch for us. And we like the few bits of EQ that are competitive, and racing against other human beings is competitive. It's the most competitive you're probably going to find on a blue EQ server. I mean, the raids themselves are not super hard. It's EverQuest. The hardest part about raid content in EverQuest is dealing with other players and other guilds, and dealing with, you know, the bullshit that those other players and other guilds cause. Dun 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 dun. Leontius Landris, yes, praise them. See, there's a third one, and I'm having I don't want to say his name because I only know his Skype name at the moment, and I don't know if that's also his character name for guiding. I think it is. I want to say it is, but on the off chance it's his player name or his former player name, I don't want to say it on stream. So I'm sorry, third guy. I know. It starts with a T. It ends with a wiggly one. I know your name. I just don't know if I should say it. So don't worry. Someone lost DKP. I support this. I'm very upset that I have not been turned into a unicorn for last week. I demand reparations. With Stesov. Hi, sir. Happy Sunday to you. I'm gonna drop some super secret spoilers on you. I don't like demands. I don't like requests, and I like to do things just when I like to do them, if I feel like doing them. I do not like when people are like, I demand to be a thing because I'm special, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I just enjoy doing it. I turn people into things for me, not for them. And I don't even think that's shitty. I think that's the right way to do it. If I started doing requests for some people but not everybody, then not everybody would start to get really upset. And I mean, I'd be really upset about it too. I want to be a thing. So, dun 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 dun. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Agathar, if your mage is actually and truly unjustly banned, put a petition in the petition forum and put all the info in there. Don't just say, like, I'm Agathar and my mage is banned and Sirkin said he'd help me, so do it. Actually make a real petition, put all the words in there, and I promise I will read it and I'll see if there's anything I can do. Um, I mean, I don't think you signed off on the rules. Blue rules. Duckling. I'm not sure what rules you're talking about. If you mean the actual server rules, I kind of did and I kind of didn't. They were part of the rules that. Oh man! All right, what was it? February of 2014. I believe it was February of 2014. All the guild leaders got together in a voice chat with myself and oh shit, Rogan, Nilbog, and Darabelle. We were all there at one point, and we were hammering out rules. I got shit in my throat. I'm sorry. We were hammering out rules, trying to do it together. We weren't making very much progress as as a group, as a entity, and the staff had to keep leaving the players so that we could go over things that were just said privately, and then we'd go back to the players, and that was going on for a while. Um, and then things happened, and that morning there was rules. It was the rule set that Rogan came up with. Some of you who have been around that long will remember the Class R, Class C free-for-all system and the raid PHP page and all of those things. That's when those things came into existence. That's how those things came into existence. And then more recently, August, yeah, with the launch of Velius, we decided to get rid of the class system but keep the other rules in place. So everything on the raid.php page, which is accessible from the homepage of www.project1999.com, it has all the things. It has all the things that we would be considering raid rules. And while I was pretty openly against the Class R, Class C free-for-all system, I didn't like it. I mean, in theory, on paper, it's great, but seeing it in practice, it was being taken advantage of, and it was being manipulated, in my humble opinion. And so I was, like, I didn't like that it was being taken advantage of. I didn't like that it was actually being used to exclude certain guilds or to keep certain guilds from ever going. Like, it was really shitty. It was really shitty. At least from my point of view. I wasn't in it. I'm sure there's people who are like, you know what? It might look shitty to you, but at least we got stuff once in a while, and before that, we got stuff zero of the while. So, I mean, I guess some people are like that, but I thought it was shitty. For what it was designed to do by the staff and what it actually did in practice, based on that standard, it was just shitty. Dun, 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 dun. Eldred P99 wants to know, how do you see the future of P99 now that Velius is out? Is there something planned? As far as I know, there's lots of like brain bubbles being tossed around, or bouncing them off of other people in staff. We've had at least one talk about custom content, and so I don't know. I know Rogan well enough to know, like, he's gonna tinker, and he's going to he's gonna tinker, and he's got some good ideas, and I think think guild leaders, and I think raid leaders, and I think all your top end players are going to be very, very happy with some of the things that are floating around in Rogan's brain. And for other people who aren't max level, and you're like, but we want things too. Um, yes, and we'll probably do things for you too. But here's the thing: you have content in the game right now. You have Classic, you have Kunark, you have Velius, you have all the shit. All the shit. There's so many mobs. But at the same time, we have people that are getting real close to best in slot everything. And so we want to make sure that the people closest to the finish line have stuff to do. People farther from the finish line, you've got stuff to do. It might not be new stuff, it might not be custom stuff, but you got stuff to do. So, enjoy the game. You're here for classic EverQuest. You're not here for custom. Sarah Girl, yeah. If I gave an example of a petition, then it was a real petition. Zirkin, that's a good name. Can we have a monk best of the best soon so I can put Hokushin in his place? Zirkin, we actually are going to do another round of best of the best. We're waiting for Velius to be out a little bit longer. We want Velius to have been out a little bit. This will probably be the last best of the best on Project 1999. And so that's a thing. Before best of the best, though, I'd really like to see a test of tactics. So 6 versus 6 teams, best of the best. Start brainstorming of who you want on your teams. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Sussy Poo, what did you miss? You missed that football is dead to me till April, and you missed that TOV nerds are being retarded. So retarded. The Cliff Notes is just stop trying to game the system, I guess. Be smart, play better. Like, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know if these guild people sometimes are trolling me, or if they actually believe the shit that's coming out of their mouth, or if they think they're super clever, but no one's ever had the heart to tell them they're not. I don't know. But only one time in all of my GMing have I ever yelled at a player. And it got real bad. Like, I got so angry, and I realized I was getting so angry as I was screaming that I just took the headset off and walked away. And so I left another staff member with those two players and was gone for like 15 minutes while I just had to like reset everything. It was like, take a chill pill, Sirkin. It's not that bad. But then the other night, I was like, so basically this is a thing. And they were like, well, it's not really a thing because if this and the fucking sky's blue and words. And I just lost my patience. I just absolutely lost my patience. And I started talking to him in a very condescending manner. And I feel bad about that. But it was basically like taking him by the hand and walking him through each step of what was said until we landed on what I had said. And I felt a little bit bad about it afterwards, but I just get frustrated. I mean, don't try to split hairs. Don't try to semantic me. Don't try to role lawyer me, because you're gonna lose. And it's basically because I won't do it. Dun, 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 dun. Our convo duckling. Our convo was during the big mess a long time ago, and all my accounts were banned. You said you might be able to help me out later when the dust cleared. It was all over Skype, and I was thinking, well, just give me situation. Give me like character name. Give me why the account was banned. Give me who banned it. If it was all in Skype and you don't have that shit anymore, it's fine. I don't need it, because I just need to look it up. I need to look up why the account was banned. I need to take it from there, because what I do depends completely on why your account was banned. I'll tell you guys right now. I've seen a lot of petitions. These aren't exactly raid. These aren't raid petitions, but I've seen a lot of petitions that are like, my account got banned by former staff member X, and I believe that because he was a scumbag, that I should be unbanned. That's not a thing. That's never a thing we do. It's not like it's not like if you kill like a dark lord and all his magic gets undone, or if you kill some 90s vampire and all the vampires he's made are no longer vampires. Like, that's not at all how that works. Like, if you got banned, you got banned. You deserve to be banned. If you didn't, you should have appealed it based on why you thought you shouldn't have been banned. I mean, you can still appeal it, but if the only reason that you're asking for to have your account back is because you got banned by a staff member who's no longer on staff, we're not unbanning you. Like, it's, you can't see it, but I literally laugh in the face of those petitions. Sussy Poo says Lucklin without AAs. Sussy Poo, oh my god, we'd have to remove so much more than just AAs. A's are gone. I'm pretty sure AAs have been ripped out. But, yeah, you'd have to get rid of the Bazaar, you'd have to get rid of the Beast Lords, you'd have to get rid of the Vasir, you'd have to get rid of their city, you'd have to get rid of the Nexus, you'd have to get rid of, oh my lord, you'd have to get rid of a lot of things. A lot of things. Maybe just have, like, one port up to the Nexus. I'm pretty sure Nexus port is a spell. I never played a porting class, so forgive me. I don't know off the top of my head. But, I think I'm getting sick. I've been talking to this person, and they've been sick for like 2 weeks, which sucks because this is their Christmas break right now. And I'm pretty sure, I don't think this is actually sciencely possible by science, but I'm pretty sure I've been talking to them so often that they've got me sick. You guys got to be careful who you spend your minutes with. They can get you sick. Dun, 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 dun. Sirkin, so P99 will not be classic anymore or custom content. Disco Dan, here's the thing. P99, in its own way, we've done things and made changes to P99 that make it not classic. For example, FTE shouts and variants and just random little things that we've changed or added or whatever. And that's because on some level they're things that we felt Sony just should have done. Maybe that's not true. Because I know there's things that we would have done differently that we still, just because it's classic, it's in. But there's some non-classic changes that had to be made, like FTE shouts and variants, because we felt it was truly and honestly in the best interest of Project 1999. So, I mean, in that regard, it's there's already custom content on the server, and I don't see us adding anything that's going to take away from the spirit of classic. If anything, like, I can't really talk about it. I can't talk about it. Rogan will shoot me in the face. But I promise you, it won't take away from classic, and it will only make it better for the people that it affects. Yeah, done. Oh yeah, and character models. Thank you, Hokushin. Character models were the worst. That's never going to be a thing. Arch. I don't know. Convoker. People at the finish line just lock down the mobs everyone else needs. This is what the end game is. How can we piss off the rest of the server? I mean, that's kind of true, but that's also not always the case. Most of the times, that's not the case. Like, you look at the two big guilds on the server right now, which is Rampage and Forsaken. they kill mobs. They've been killing mobs. Let's even go back to Kunark. 4 years of Kunark. I mean, these guilds, your top guilds have always people that are quitting and new people that are applying, and you got apps and you got full members and you got all these people. Not everybody wearing a guild tag has been in the guild since the guild started. Some of them are brand new people. Um they don't have best in slot things. Some people join these guilds because they're part of guilds that can't kill these mobs, and they want the loots from these mobs, and they want the experience of killing these mobs. And if you don't let them, or rather, at that point, it's not the big bad guilds locking down the mobs from the smaller guilds. It's that these big bad evil guilds have new members, and those new members want loot. Um, like people think that, like, for example, TMO or IB had been doing Vishan's Peak for years and years and years, and they didn't even need the loot anymore, and they were just killing things to be dicks and blah blah blah. I guarantee you, every time those people from either of those guilds went to kill a mob, there was somebody at that raid who needed something from that mob. They're never going there and just being like, haha, guild banker gets everything. Like, that's not a thing. People wouldn't keep showing up if that was the case. Oh, Jesus. As a TLV nerd, I can confirm I'm fully retarded. That is good. I hate Chardock AE. I heard that in there. Why don't mobs strike for full damage while you're sitting like in Classic? Keister, that's actually a really good question. And the best place to ask that question is the bug report forums on project1999.com. Throw W's in front of that and a dot. But it's good. It's the same thing. If P99 ever explodes, are you going to apply to be a paid GM for a different game? No. 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 I mean, that would take so much. It would take time. You guys have no idea how much time it takes to be a GM, and I imagine no one's gonna pay anyone a lot of money to be a glorified babysitter on a video game. So probably not. I honestly had no plans of applying to staff on P99 at all. And then just a bunch of things happened at the right time, and like I was done playing, and they were going to open up a PvP server, and it was like I hadn't been a GM in probably a year and a half at that point, at least a year. And so I kind of missed seeing Sirkin run around, and so I ended up throwing in an app, and Rogan got back to me, and we talked a little bit, and I didn't hear anything for like 2 months, and then he got back to me again, and we set me up on staff, and I was a red server guide. I served under Amalinda, who was the server GM at the time. About 2 months after I was on staff, we picked up another person named Ambrodus, and he was the blue server guide. And that was it. You had one guide on blue, you had one guide on red, you had a server GM who was kind of like above us that we would go to, and then she would go to Rogan with things that we needed. And that was it. That was the hierarchy. And then like so many marshmallows, the castle came tumbling down, and she was no longer with us, and so it was me or the other guide, and they decided, I think, partly because I was there longer for 2 months maybe, and I was on red, so it's not like the P99 seniority or experience really mattered for shit at that point. But I did have a couple years of GMing the VZTZ server, and they knew that, and I didn't do a horrible job. So they basically offered me the position if I wanted to do it, and they basically told me, like, basically the only thing that would change is that I wouldn't be allowed to play at all. And that really wasn't a big deal because I wasn't, even as a guide, when I was allowed to play, I didn't. Like, I was legitimately done playing. There was nothing left in me to play at that time. And so it was done. Hmm. And yeah, and then GM Sirkin was born. And then we brought on other guides, and some of them last a long time, some of them don't. There's guides whose names I don't even remember. There's guides whose names you guys probably have never even heard. But then you get the ones that make it, the ones that can last longer than a couple months. So many people apply, and then they fucking, it all goes bad. It all goes bad because they expect one thing, and then they get on staff and they realize it is not even close to all fun and games, and they hate that shit, and so they quit, and that's fine. Like, I'd rather have those people, they join, they realize right away that it's not for them, and they leave. That would be much better than them sticking around, making a mess, getting a bunch of access, abusing it. Like, I'd rather them just be like, this isn't for me, I'm out. It's respectful to us, and then we can be respectful back to them, and so on and so on and so on. Hello, Skylius. Good morning on this wonderful Sunday afternoon. How are you today? What else do we have? We have cucumbers. What do you want from Santa this year, and why is it Hot Pockets? I want gusher-filled Hot Pockets because Hot Pockets are the best. And I'm also trying to keep up my amazing figure, which can only be brought to you by a steady diet of Hot Pockets and fruit snacks. Sussy Poo. It's funny you mentioned. I know this isn't even a thing for Sirkin. This is a thing for Hoku. But not only do I think the P99 community could overcome the lack of AAs and kill Luckland content, I truly believe that with very minimal help, there'd have to be some help, but minimal help, we might be, like, I'm not saying this will happen at all, but I'm just saying, if we skip Luckland completely, except for maybe a couple key raid zones, and went into Plains of Power, that would, I think players could do it. I really do. Hello, Sirkin P99. I am late. Did I miss anything important? You sure did, Olaris. You sure did. And later today, you can get caught up on all those important things by going to www.youtube.com/SirkinP99. It has all the things that you might have missed today and all the things that you might have missed in the past. Skylius, Sussy wants to know if you have an Instagram. Oh, you answered him. A Mage Epic has been broken forever. When will you assholes fix it? Pap Smears 15. You need to bug report that. I'm not a dev, so I cannot fix it. But as a person who did play Mage for a very long time on live, I want the Mage Epic to not be broken. Nobody has 10 billion plat in their bank, you nerds. I'm sorry you don't have a Crown of Ryle. For what's worth, I never had a Crown of Ryle either. Why aren't you in church? Do you have a minute to talk about our Lord and Savior? I talk to Rogan Jesus almost every single day. I feel like I don't need to go to church or for it to just be Sunday for me to communicate with him. I also have daily conversations with the Lady Angel Nilbog. And so, I mean, between those two, that is, I don't know what the third of my Holy Trinity would be. I guess I just have a holy duo. But, eventually maybe there'll be a third. I don't know. Maybe the server. Maybe it's Rogan Jesus and Lady Angel Nilbog, and then instead of, like, the Holy Ghost, you have the Holy Box. And so that is my Trinity. Rogan, Jesus, Lady Angel Nilbog, the Holy Box. Amen. Sirkin, Unrest Basement Group needs Vasir Illusion. Sorry, Vasir Illusion does not compute as a thing. Whoa! JodoCast, you can't say Planes of Power is garbage. What is wrong with you? Planes of Power is the best thing that happened to EverQuest since Velius. Except the Plane of Knowledge. Now, I know there's someone here who loves the Plane of Knowledge because they've put those very words into my ear holes. But I hated the Plane of Knowledge. I hated it so much. And I think I hated it because it was a PvP server. And it was a not PvP zone, so it allowed people to click books to get out of zones and go to safety. It allowed people to just sit there and run their mouth. It allowed people to do big transactions and not get ganked. It was not a fun part of my world. It led to me quitting during Planes of Power. Staff isn't dropping. The Earth Staff? Yeah, definitely bug report that then, because maybe it's broken, maybe you're just really, really unlucky. I know, oh shit, Tunair, she dropped something for the very first time last night. Fist things, hand things. I also know there's an item that has dropped a couple times, or at least once. We'll say at least once on red. That still hasn't dropped on blue. So, I mean, it could just be bad luck, but definitely bug report. If you think content is broken or not working correctly, bug report it, please, for the love of God. Shut up, Agatha. You don't know anything. Olaris wants to know if you could tell us an Amalinda story. I could tell you an Amalinda story. Once upon a time, in a galaxy far, far away, there was a little gnome, and he was gnoming around with his pals, and they were trying to kill Sev. And their tagger went and got Sev and pulled him to where camp was. But then Amalinda, because she was dumb, accused that puller of kiting a raid mob. And I know that person was not kiting the raid mob because I was there and I was in TeamSpeak with that person. And she suspended the player and hit up the guild, and she was wrong in that situation. She was very wrong, and she believed she was right. And when I joined staff, I even brought that up to her and was like, so, once upon a time, this happened. And you know, she was like, oh, ha ha ha. But I learned a very long time ago that you can really think you're right. You can really, really, truly, like, just in the fabric of your being, feel that you are right and not be. And so you always have to be willing to listen to people and take a second look at things, and always leave at least a slight possibility for error on your own part. And that's why I tell players, like, I'm always willing to talk, I'm always willing to listen. If you want to appeal something, a decision that I made or another staff member made, go ahead and do it, because we're not perfect 100% of the time. I mean, we will make mistakes, and the best way we can deal with those mistakes is being open and being willing to listen to players and being willing to admit that it's possible that we could have made said mistake. I'm not going to say it happens often, because it doesn't. It doesn't at all. But it does happen from time to time. P99 user, I mean, I bet druids and wizards would love that. They'd make so much money selling ports to POK. Yeah, see, even Skylia, she's a druid. She's like, that's a great idea. Want to sell port to Planes of Power. I know, I went there. I went there with the marshmallows. Jodo, I mean, I wouldn't be waiting to, like, I wouldn't hold my breath on the recycle server. That's not a thing that I would be really like holding out for. Like, I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm just saying like that is not in the near future as far as plans go. So so that's a thing. I feel like we've done a good hour of talking, and if you want to keep talking, that's good. But I also feel like maybe we should get into some petitions. Maybe like we can petition and talk. I feel we can do both of those things. Skylius, you're all roguey now, huh? I have seen you playing. I don't know if you were here when I was saying earlier words, but I like to bounce around different streamers, and I like to keep tabs on all you people. And sometimes I lurk, and sometimes I make words, and I have seen you playing your rogue, but I just assume like one of the shitty things about classic EverQuest is finding a group sometimes, and so it's like, well, maybe this person's just on an alt because they can find a group on their main. But if you're actually like playing a rogue because it's fun and you like it, that's good, and I hope it continues to be fun and likable, liked, whatever words. Let's do a thing real quick because this is all expired now because I've been nerding out of my mouth for the last hour. Dun 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 dun. Search petition go. All right. Oh, this petition's big, but it's already done, and that makes me happy. Blame Westesso. Blame Westesso for you making a rogue? Or blame Westesso for you not liking PortQuest? These are what inquiring minds want to know. P99 user will never do a wipe. We will never, ever, 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 ever wipe our servers. We don't do that. We don't do that for any reason ever whatsoever. If we screw something up, we'll fix it. If players screw something up, we'll fix it. There is never, ever going to be a wipe. We don't do wipes. We don't do rollbacks. We don't do that shit. The former, so roguing. Well, good. Good job, Westesso. Regarding the Broken Mage Epic, Noblog stated that there was a pending update to fix it over a month ago. Any idea when the next server update will be? Oh, God, no. That's Rogan's schedule. Yeah, you guys are in Rogan Nilbog turf now. You guys are in a lot of trouble. You want to be in my turf. My turf is friendly. It's welcoming. It's warm, but it's not too hot. It's not humid. It's the dry heat that you find more in the southwest than in the southeast. Having your petition flagged for me is nice. The reason it takes so long to get a reply or to get resolved sometimes is honestly just because I want you to enjoy your stay in my petition queue. I want you to have a moment to just bask in it, soak it all in, and let it become a part of you forever and ever and ever. No, Agathar, I can honestly say I've never considered being an esports commentator. I just say stupid shit in between, like, important shit. That's all. Most of what I say is stupid. Nobody would listen. I honestly don't know why you guys listen, but I'm glad you do. So we're doing things. I'm trying to do things, guys. I'm trying to be a staff member. Hello! Today at about 6:30, I was doing something on my thing, and I mistakenly gave this to blah 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 blah. Would it be possible to blah get it back? Blah blah blah. I think it would, sir. You guys don't know, but I have a 5-tab system, and it makes petitioning much easier for me. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, I'd also like to introduce my keyboard. He'll be joining us for the rest of the stream. He's been quietly waiting for his introduction for the last hour, and I'm very, very appreciative of that. I know how hard it is for him to sit there and be silent, and so... But yeah, he's here now. So if you guys have questions for the keyboard, feel free to throw those in chat. I will relay them to keyboard, and then relay his answer back to you. That's my plan. I'm not doing things. Hold on. Zone East comments. Can I do a Sirkin? Yes, I can. Oh shit, DJ Dingo just logged into Rust. That's a thing. That is a thing that just happened. Why red? I don't understand your message at all. Whatever. 12269. There you go. Close. And let's do a restored resolved here. Oh my lord, words. Kid Clutch, I use a typewriter, actually. What I do is, I have a typewriter, and I have a USB cord, and I took a screwdriver, a very big flathead screwdriver, and a hammer, and I just chiseled into the back of it, making a nice narrow rectangle shape, and I jabbed one end of the USB port in there, and I jabbed the other end in my computer, and somehow it just works. And so that's why it's so loud. Keyboard, do you ever feel judged for being a loud mechanical variation? Yeah, he does, actually. He's telling me right now he has lots of, oh man, I don't know what the word is. I'm drawing a blank. He has lots of issues, internal issues that he's trying to work out. He cries at night. How do I keep it clean of Hot Pocket sauce and soda stickiness? Well, let me tell you something, Keister. You don't get to 300 pounds by wasting food on your keyboard. Every last bit of Hot Pocket goes into my belly. So yeah, restored, resolved. This one, actually, no, what is this? This one I've already done. Alright. Let's go on to the next person. What is your name? Mayu Haran. Whatever, it's a dumb name. Well, survive this nerd zone comments. Boom, let's go! Dun 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 dun. Keister, I am like a 300-pound teddy bear, actually. I am. I think I would be a lot of fun to hug and to cuddle with and probably to cry into. Whatever people do with teddy bears, you could definitely do those things with me. Dun, 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 dun. Can you remove your keys and soak them with a denture cleaning tablet? Because words makes my keyboard minty, fresh, and clean. Pro tip. That sounds legit. I'm probably gonna have to do that. It's raining. Let's kill that because I hate it. Let's do a... oh shit. Let's do a awesome... probably my favorite item in the game, the 11646. We need a bag that's not full. There we go. Boom, done. There you go, pal. Restored or resolved. Put that description on your Tinder profile. Oh, you nerds. That was this one. Alright, let's see. What did you do wrong, sir? Wait, what server? Oh, this is red server, that's why. Oh, man. Oh, man, I think the Three's Company song just got in my head. Jump! And so we zone. Duckling, if that's legit, you have to petition form it. It's very important that there is a petition to match every item that I restore to a player. Because at any time, if Rogan or Nobog come to me and are like, why did you give this thing to this person? I need to be able to look something up and be like, oh, I did that for this reason here. and then I won't get murdered for being a piece of shit. God damn it, get out of my head. 5, 5, 8. I can't help it, it's in my head. Restored, resolved. Can you summon Will Fight's corpse out of Planet Growth? He is a noob and just rots corpses since he is a family man. Olaris, unfortunately, we cannot help with corpse recoveries. If he... He's got to get a necro, or he's got to get... he's got to wait for it to rot. And then that's it. Those are his choices. Unfortunately, they're not great choices. Shit, things are gonna pop up on my screen and I don't want them to, but I'm doing... Whoa, cancel that. What are you doing to me? What? I just want friends. Don't I have friends? There we go. I do have friends. Put this over here. How long are you doing things? Here, you guys can watch my conversation with DJ. I don't even care. Did I give you your thing? Yes. Yes, I did. So this is done. Restored, resolved. Oh, shit. For a while. Because words are spelled with H's. God damn! Three's Company, get out of my head! Just get out! Alright. While you're at it, accidentally deleted... I don't care. Wistesso says, are you able to access both servers, red, blue, without relogging? Actually, yes, I am, Wistesso. I can zone across the servers. And then Olaris, I answered your thing. He needs a necro, or he needs to wait for it to rot. When it rots, he can petition in game, and we'll summon it to EC, but we don't help people with CRs. Have I ever... Oh, Raidus. Actually, yes. Yes, I have absolutely done that. I have, I logged in, like, right now. Actually, I'm not hidden, so this could happen, so I'm going to open the next one. But, I've logged into a player thinking I was hidden, was not hidden, got jumped by two guys, and then just panicked and ran away. But, like, as you can see, it'll probably be... Oh, I don't know. As you can see, like, this is with no speed buffs. Like, I still have basic GM speed. And so, if he had anything else... Is this Celos? Yeah, we'll play this real quick. So, like... When I run away from you and I'm logged into your character... Your character's copied to my account, and my account has GM speed. And so I ran away from the gankers at a bajillion miles an hour, and they instantly went crazy, like, oh, speed axe nerds! And I had to send them a towel and be like, whoa, this is Sirkin, I'm doing an item restore, don't be nerds about this. So let's zone back to blue and deal with this nerd over here. God damn it! I got... I don't know why it's in my head, but it is. Oh no. Whatever, I can't stop football trying to send me messages. They're trying to make me care, but I don't care. Olaris, I thought you were actually on my Steam, maybe. Maybe I'm wrong. If it's not you, who is it? Someone's on my Steam. Oh, that's an empty bag. That's wonderful. Let's do a 10033. Let's do a 3064. Let's do a 14767. And a 8. Oh, too big to fit in that container. That's not good. There we go. Done. Restored, resolved. Oh shit. Oh shit. He's just throwing it down. Just throwing it down. With me and DJ and Maskers later. And where's Maskers? Right here. Alright. God, guys, I'm trying to do things. Stop distracting me. I don't understand. Oh my god, I can't do that one on stream. What is this? Let's see. Keep the blue flag flying high. Up the chills. Chells? I don't even know what that is. Juffers, should you get into EverQuest as a gamer who has never played it at all, but just watching a retrospective thinking it's worth my time? If you like MMOs, actually, here's what I'm going to say. If you've played other MMOs and you're just like, man, this could be better. Or if you're like, if you play MMOs and you feel like it's not real challenging or not real rewarding, try EverQuest. Because EverQuest is fucking hard. And people are going to say it's not hard. Maybe hard's the wrong word. You know what? We're not going to say it's hard. We're going to say that EverQuest is unforgiving. It's a very unforgiving game. And when you make a mistake, it does punish you. The only downside really to EverQuest, P99, Live, whatever, is the graphics. Because the game was built so long ago, the engine they used in 99 and even the engine that they rebuilt shit with, and I guess subsequent engines, did they make an engine after the Luckland stuff? I don't know. But it's just, it could have been done a lot better visually, but at least it's not cartoony. It's not a cartoony, Disney-looking garbage fest. For what it is, I think it's the best MMO ever made. I played it from 99 to 05, and I loved every minute of it. And if I didn't just grow up and have responsibilities, I would have 100% probably never stopped playing it. I know someone actually who she played a character, she was telling me up to level 90, and I couldn't do that. I could never do that. I mean, I guess maybe I could if I just kept playing and playing and playing, but in my brain, like, level 90 seems absurd. And I know now they're up to, like, level 100, aren't they? I think they're up to 100. And that shit just is mind-blowing to me. It's absolutely mind-blowing when I remember just how hard it was to get to 50 back during pre-Kunark days, and then how hard it was to get to 60 during Kunark days. And it's like, I can't level anymore. I don't have time. I mean, when I was young, I had time. I could do everything. Well, that's the other thing. EverQuest, it's kind of a time sink. It's going to eat your minutes. And so if you have a lot of time to put into a game, you can get a lot out of EverQuest. If you don't have a lot of time, luckily, it's not one of those games that it's not one of those games where you have to play a certain play style in order for it to be a thing. You can, I know people that do nothing but baking. I know people that do nothing but tunnel questing. I know people that do nothing but hardcore raiding. I know people that log in and just kind of solo kite on their necro or druid or shaman. Um, there's all kinds of people doing different things and are getting what they want to get out of the game. And so the best I would tell you is to give it a shot. It's free forever and ever and ever and ever. There's no station store. There's no pay to win. We do not allow other players to do. I just got a pretty amazing text message just now, actually. For some reason, my phone doesn't let me take pictures of my screen. Like other cool kids, they can be like, "Here's a picture of my phone screen," and with my phone, it's just like it looks at me like, "Fuck you, no, we're not doing that." Uh, so that's a thing. Bring Uthgard back or Riot. Blind Leader, I will gladly take on your Riot before any of that craziness. Let's see. Any estimates on when you'll be able to get around to my petition from 12.5 form name, blah, 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 blah. So, actually... Oh, no! Oh, you didn't see that. We're fine. It might blink blue where the chat was for in a second, but I don't think there's anything over there, so it's good. I need this. And here's the thing. The oldest petition as of right now, this moment, is from 12.7. It's the one that I'm doing at this moment for kicks. If you're bumping your petition, you need to stop. Every time we do petitions, and by we, I mean literally every person on staff, when we are doing petitions, we start with the oldest petition first, meaning oldest by the last post. And so every time you post, you are legitimately, and I'm not just being a dick now, this is true words, you are legitimately bumping yourself to the end of the line. And so do not, once the GM or staff member or guide or whoever has posted his post, like for GM use, and it has your character name and the items and your shit, stop posting. Because at that point, you're in my queue. And once you're in my queue, that's it. That is it. You're in line. Don't do anything. Don't get out of line to get a drink. Don't get out of line to use the bathroom. Don't get out of line to bake cookies. Don't get out of line for any single thing in the world. Also, guys, there's another Deadpool thing. You guys should check it out. It's the 12 Days of Deadpool. I'm real excited about Deadpool. I know, like, I can't talk about it right now because everyone's all like, "Oh, Star Wars is a thing that's happening again," and that's great. But, and I hate to say this, I'm more excited about Deadpool than I am about Star Wars. I haven't seen Star Wars. I have no plan to see Star Wars, at least for a little bit. So yeah, don't get mad. But Deadpool, oh, I'm so excited about that. Restore resolve. I'm certainly recording your shit and saw it. That's funny, Agathar, because you know what? There actually was a person who did that to me. And one time, I accidentally pulled my Skype window up on stream. And so he took that and just went around the classroom asking every single person he could find, like, "Is this you? Is this you? Is this you? Do you know this person? Have you seen this person? Can you point me in the direction of where this person is, please? Please, 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 I need it." And sadly for him, it was someone that I actually just know in real life, but also have on Skype. It wasn't anyone from EQ or gaming or P99 or any of those things. And so it never helped him with anything. But it did give me a good giggle, and it taught me that I need to be super careful when I'm streaming, because it's nerds, because nerds are gonna nerd, and there's just nothing anyone can do about it. Let's go to this nerd, and let's just hit the zone here. Oh shit, oh shit. Gotta enter in my phone password. I feel like I have to send a super duper important message. Allow now. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I love you guys. When I see shit like this, you have no idea. What is it, 6610? I need 16610 up here. Prop stat? I don't know. I never worked in like a food thing. So I'm not sure what the exact terminology is when you need an order like ASAP. Hot rush? Like, I need that cheeseburger. Hot rush. I don't know what the technical terminology is. Restored, resolved. What is this? You could just broadcast your EQ client instead of your screen. Yes, I could do that, but I don't do that because I don't want my entire EQ client to be broadcasted. Like I only do a screen region because I don't want the bottom or the right side of my EverQuest to be picked up. Dun, 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 dun. In the next. Dun, 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 dun. This in that, and I can do this to you if you want. So I just wrote a text message, but I left out key like verbs and words and nouns and shit. So now it's kind of like a Mad Lib, and you guys can fill it in yourself, and you can make it fun or dirty or family appropriate or anything you want. Congratulations. That's my Christmas gift to all of you. Mad Libs. Alright, what do we have here? Attempted to hand in my box of blah de blue de blue, but someone was bloody blue, and then this thing happened. Okay. Thank you, Landris, for confirming that. You guys might be sitting here like, it doesn't look like he's actually confirming anything. I think he's just giving people whatever they want. For those of you who have never gone through this process, that is absolutely not the case. The circle of life to a petition is as follows. You make a petition. Actually, no, yeah. You make a petition on the forums, and one of our wonderful guides will get to it, and they will assign it to the appropriate staff member. Let's say... Oh, I don't have to do that. I can just run to the zone. Okay. And they get it. Assuming it's like an item thing or a raid thing or an appeal thing, they flag it for me. I see it. Why was I telling you guys about the circle of life for petitions? Was there something in this specifically? Look. Oh, yeah. Alright, so, and then I see it and I do it. The reason I'm not looking up logs or confirming anything on these is because good old Landris, the guide who assigned these to me, he's already done the legwork for me. Like, guides, they get the least amount of access, and they have so much, like, boring shit to do, and they really, really don't get enough credit. A lot of people like to give me credit for things, but even when I'm restoring your petitions, and you're like, thank you, like, I'm not the only person who really even deserves thank yous for that. There's other people doing work, and really, they make my life easier. They make your life easier. They're wonderful people, and we should try to make their lives easier too. What do we got here? We got... That's a interesting name. I don't like the letter Q. I mean, it looks nice, but I don't like when I have to pronounce it in weird ways, like EverQuest names. I feel like nobody ever uses it properly. Oh, that's too many things for my phone password. Hmm. Considering no donate button, I'm going to assume OBS myself. Olaris, I actually use XSplit, and with Stesso, there's no donate button, because can you even imagine the kind of shit people would say if there was a GM taking donations? People would lose their fucking minds. This nerd with his Q. I need a 1093. No mayonnaise. Thank you. Why didn't it come up? 1093. There we go. You can use blockout parts of your screen with XSplit. No. Kid Clutch wants to know, is there a team that manages the P99 server infrastructure? Yeah, it's Team Rogan. That's the team that does that. How would you respond to the fact that Daredevil got his life together, found a girlfriend, got an IT degree, and is now playing a red server in Empire? I would say you are lying. I actually know for a fact that that's bullshit. I won't say how and I won't say why, but I will say I know for 100% without even a 0.01% room for error that what you said is incorrect. Nope, it's not. Guarantee you, you've been lied to. Oh, hold on. Oh, fucking nerds are gonna nerd, and there's nothing I can do to stop them from nerding. Yeah, Kid Clutch. All the server stuff, like the physical server box stuff, is handled by Rogan. People really have no idea how much work he does on like for that kind of stuff. You didn't hear any of those things. I don't sit here fucking. You are wrong. You are 0 for 2 on the last two things that have come out of your mouth. Oh, the lighter was real. You are 1 for 3 on the last three things that have come out of your mouth, sir. And that is unacceptable. I'm trying to do things. I did them. Alright. Restored, resolved. Nope, that's not where a D goes. Done. Accidentally gave my robe to a nerd. Character name. Oh, shut up, really? Unless this name is spelled very similar to another name. I think I actually know this person. To wherever Ebiad. You definitely heard the lighter, but it wasn't for the reason you think it was. And the stuff about Darabell's wrong as fuck. Like I really don't even want to get into details about it, but I would actually rather that what you said was true than what I know to be the truth. Alright, let's do a 24604. Pump this down right in here with some pie. No bullshit, there's pies. Store resolved. I would love somebody to make a pie for me. I miss pie. Like good pie, not like store pie. I want a legit fucking pie. His neighbor. Oh, Agathar. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying, person that's been texting me. I've been writing text messages with someone while I've been streaming, and I feel like maybe because I'm streaming, what they were saying, part of it just went right over my head, like I'm a big dummy, and but they explained it. Now I got it. We're on the same page. I'm smelling what they're stepping in. Fuck my life. How many? Holy shit. How? How do you lose all of these things? Yeah, we're not doing that one today. Sorry, guy. Sorry. That's the worst. That's like 30 things on that list. What did you do? Oh, that's pretty wonderful. Thanks, Hits Me. I'm glad you think my voice is legit. Easy. I like cherry pie. I like cherry pie and I like apple pie, and I'm not a huge fan of blueberry pie, but I'll eat it. And I know a lot of people are not going to be thrilled about this, but I don't like pumpkin pie. I'm not a fan of pumpkin pie. I was in your queue, Sirkin. I took a break for a few months, petition gone, but no reimburse or text saying, lol, you did wrong. Really? Was there a petition saying do you still need help with this? You should find that petition and link it to me, actually, because I'd be real curious. Petitions should not be moved to resolved unless they are, in fact, resolved. Hmm. Oh, I see. I see what I have to do here. First thing we gotta do, check to make sure the player's not online. He's not. That is great. Oh, I probably shouldn't say this, but no, you know what? I'm not even gonna say it because it hasn't even come up yet. I was gonna say, if you're online and in my queue, you shouldn't be online because I'm not helping online people. But that's not true. That is not true. Because, I mean, well, it's kind of true because I haven't, in fact, helped any online people. It's not because they were online, it's just because in all of the petitions that I've done, none of those people have happened to be online. I haven't ignored anyone for being in the game yet. So, that's definitely a thing. Let's turn you around. Let's open this up. Let's go here. What do I need? A 14730? I need a 14730. Thank you. Put that right there. It's probably where that goes, actually. That's where I would put it. Actually, I would have put it down here. Like this. And then I'd have a hot button here. I think it was 4. Doesn't matter. Restored, resolved, you're good. Boop. Oh shit. Let's go again. Let's do another one. Oh shit, Necro Epic. This is super important. Because Necros are God's gift to Norath. People don't understand. People don't treat them good. But that's just the cross that the Necro has to bear. And oh, can they bear it? You are also not online. That's wonderful. Oh, no, that's good. Zone. East Cobbets. So, and also, if any of you ever find yourself in EC, and you're like, why am I in EC? I wasn't in EC. This is bullshit. Check your inventory. Check your stuff. If you had a petition that was either an item restore or a corpse recovery, we will restore your corpse to East Commons and then move you to the EC West Freeport zone line in EC so that you can see your corpse when you log in. And if you restore an item, if I have to restore an item, I need 206. Nope, 20648. Not typing. Words aren't typing. 20648, please. And if I have to restore an item and be on your character to do so, the only way for me to get off your character is to switch and zone. And so I leave you in East Commons. And that's why that happens. And really? Did I not give you a thing? I guess not. Restored, resolved. You need the stamp. You need that stamp of resolvement. Alrighty, let's go to Harmon. Let's see if he's online. He's not. Oh my god, we are batting 1,000% today, guys. 1,000%. We're just an unstoppable force of batting. Start zoning people to talks. Wow, that is looking like a Sith warrior from Star Wars. I don't know which character you were talking about. So, sorry. Zone faster, damn you. My lord. Oh my god, you better not be crashing. I'm gonna be so upset if you crash right now. There we go. Hail Europa. 20452. Summon item 20452. Restored. Resolved. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what this nerd needs. Also on blue server. You are not online. Oh my god, I really thought this person was going to be online. I'm really happy they're not. I'm talking too much shit. I'm going to jinx myself is what's going to happen. Hits me. Chicago is good. It's like fucking with my emotions right now, though. Last weekend it was like 60 degrees, and then this weekend it's like 30 degrees, and there was a little bit of snow the other night, but just enough to like remind me that snow's a thing, not anything that had to be shoveled or dealt with in any way. Why? What's happening? Here I am. Where am I? I'm in unrest? That's fucking cute. Yeah, I'm not gonna... I take pity on little people. Not like short people, but like low level people. But why are you turning in monk stuff? Why do you have no room in your bags? There you go. 10112, 13167. And I need more. I need more. I need a 5 and I need a 6. Restored and resolved. Yes. Boop. Boop. Done. How many? Oh god, guys. So, fun fact, I do petitions much faster when I'm not, streaming them. That's what we're learning. Let's do one of these. Oh, the son of a bitch is online. The streak is broken. Boxer, Blood, Sirkin. Alright, let's see. You only need 2 things. You are... Oh, but you're a necro. We have to help you. We can't let a necro go by the wayside. HackTech86 wants to know, I know this is not classic, but is there any ways you guys can put the guild tag below the character names? Oh, HackTech. We actually used to have guild tags like that, and then Nobog and the devs put in some work to switch it to the way it is now, because that's how classic was. When I was a player, guild names actually were under the player name, and right around the time I quit is when that got changed. So I don't expect it will ever be changed back, since work went into making it the way it is now. Agathar wants to know, I'm gonna do you a huge solid, bro. I'm sig free, I'm healthy as fuck, my nicotine tastes like fucking candy, so I'm gonna link you some shit. Think about it, every pack of cigs is $7 at least for a small $30 investment this last year. First of all, my cigarettes are 5 something because I buy them in DuPage County, which is behind the airport and outside of the wonderful county that Chicago's in. You have no idea what you're talking about. Hail, sir. GM Circuit here. Are you around? I sure hope you are. I don't think you are, which is just slowing down my whole thing. Alright, you're not. I have items incoming to your cursor. Let's spell words correctly. Oh, he is here. A+. When is Match Patch coming? Yeah, I don't know, dude. Hand, you need to, if Nobog knows about it and he says it just needs a patch, then it's just waiting on a patch, and that's going to be whenever Rogan can do it. Patches are done on Rogan's schedule. He's got to have enough time to actually do it, and then enough time to stick around afterwards in case something goes horribly wrong. He can fix it. German Foo, if you're here, thank you for the host, sir. Oh, I'm so happy. I love you, sir. I love you. For you guys that don't know, German Foo is an example of one of the streamers I was talking about earlier today. I was mentioning how I like to visit lots of different streamers and such. And hold on, I gotta give this guy his stuff. 20642 and 20649. And you are all set. Comma, because commas are important. Have fun and good luck. Anywho, most of the streamers that I watch, they are P99 streamers, admittedly. There's a small handful, maybe half a dozen people that I watch that don't stream P99 or very rarely stream P99 or just have never. And our friend here, German Foo, is one of those people. He does not stream P99, but I love him all the same. He has amazing video work done by some of his community people. He has a good variety stream. It's very family appropriate, so it gets my stamp of approval on that front. And it's definitely worth checking out. If you need a stream that's a little bit different than the regular P99 stuff, and you don't want EverQuest, but you want, or rather you don't want P99, but you do want a stream, check out German Foo. Follow him. The guy brings an energy and an excitement to streams that you very, very rarely see. And his stream is like walking into Cheers. Like, he makes you feel welcome. You feel like everyone knows your name. There's usually a mailman and an ex-baseball player walking around. It's a good time. But I am a big fan of the German Foo. Yeah. And now I feel bad because I just said all those kind things about him, but I also have to say kind things about our P99 streamers because I don't want you guys to think I don't care about you. I actually have the utmost respect and admiration for the people who stream P99. You guys really, you have no idea how many times I've heard from players like, I found this server because of Micah Davis' stream, or I found this server because of Skylius' stream, or I found this server because of whoever's stream. I know there's a bunch of you, but those are the most two recent names that popped out in my chat that I know stream, and so that's why I use as examples. Like, you guys, you probably do know it, but you know, I'm just gonna say it anyway. Like, you have no idea how much as a staff we appreciate you guys choosing to play and stream Project 1999. It means a lot to us. A lot of people feel like, oh, this server's been around for so long, everyone who gives a shit has already found it and been here. And that's just absolutely not the case. Every week I talk to somebody who's like, man, you know, this is such a great project or server. I wish I would have known about it earlier. Do you guys ever have plans to like start a new server from scratch? Blah, 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 blah. Get in on the ground floor. And it's because of streamers like you guys, like Micah and like Skylius and everyone else who streams P99, that these people, they come to Twitch, they're bored, they're like, man, I wonder if anyone streams EverQuest, and they pop that in, and sure, they'll see EQ Live stuff, but that's easily recognizable as EQ Live. And then you see some people playing EverQuest, and they have the old models, and they're running through old Freeport, and it's like, whoa, is this one of the new live servers? And they fixed Freeport and models and made a real classic server. And it's like, no, this is the Project 1999 Blue server. It's wonderful. It's free forever. There's no station store. There's no pay to win. There's no real money transactions. There's no real business shit. We don't allow the RMT or the RBS here on this server. Ever. Forever. We will ban you forever if you engage in those activities. We also don't allow 2-boxing or 3-boxing or 4-boxing or 6-boxing or any of the things that German Food loves to do on EverQuest. And I'm not saying that people who box are bad people. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. But here on P99, it's just a rule we have, and we enforce it. It's our belief that not allowing boxing forces people to be more social. It forces the community to exist. Like, you don't have a choice in EverQuest. If you can't 2-box, you have no option but to interact with other people at some point. And most MMOs today, that's not a thing. I can get to max level generally by myself in most MMOs, and that's retarded in its own way. I mean, this isn't Oblivion, this isn't, Skyrim, this isn't a single player RPG. This is an MMO. I should be forced to play with other people, and if I don't want to play with other people, why the F am I playing an MMO in the first place? So those are things I have. But yeah, I was on a rant. I was plugging this wonderful server, actually. So yeah, there's no 2-boxing, there's no RBS, there's no RMT, it's free forever. We're currently in Velius, which is our last planned expansion, but that doesn't mean we don't have any cards hidden up our sleeve that we might play in the future. So definitely check it out. www.project1999.com. We do classic EverQuest better than anybody else on the internet. And I would love for somebody to say otherwise. I might be biased. I might be completely biased. But I think it's great. I think it's really a great thing. If you have an EverQuest nostalgia itch, or if you're looking for an MMO that will actually feel rewarding when you get something, or will actually punish you for messing up and dying, classic EverQuest is the way to go. Let's see. Micah just found it in February of this year. Micah, Jesus Christ, I can't believe it's not. Wow, I feel like I've been talking with you for more than a year, but I guess that's not. German Foo, I did math one day, and I went to your profile page, and I looked at your followers. Because while I do not subscribe to you, I feel as though, as your 175th-ish, right around 175, of a follower of that long ago, I feel as though we have a special bond that transcends all of the regular day-to-day bullshit. We have something special, you and me, German Foo. Has the RMT gone down in the past years? It's still a big thing. Chase, here's the thing. It's in waves. Like, we'll do a big RMT thing, and we'll hit sellers real hard. But they don't stop. They just start over, and they go back to building up their inventory. They go back to telling everyone it's okay and safe, and people are dumb. And the buyers, too, they get banned. And I read one post on an RMT website, because, spoiler alert, we read RMT websites. But I read one post, and it was just like, yeah, these stupid asshole GMs caught me RMTing and banned me. Can you fucking believe them? Meh. So anyway, I'm looking to buy another account because I clearly can't be asked to play legit. And it's just like, you're sitting here making this thread complaining that we banned you for breaking rules. Basically, we told you, if you do this and we catch you, we will ban you. And then you did that, and then we caught you, and then we banned you. And you're complaining about that. But you want to do it again. And so I have issues with that. What else? I'm done with this petition. Restored. Resolved. Sorry, I got distracted by all you wonderful streamers here. Yeah, I don't know. I know a lot of people say a lot of shit, and it doesn't, it loses meaning and it loses its sincerity when it's said over and over and over again. And so I don't want to harp on it, but last thing I'm going to say about it, for all you other streamers, especially the P99 streamers, truly, truly, and sincerely thank you for doing that, because we really do appreciate it. I can't say that enough. Um, German Fu, man, you got to get on P99. You've got to get over the boxing thing, and you just got to give it a go. Because here's the thing, German Fu, you don't even need to box. You got enough people in your Funatics Nation that they will come here with you. They don't have to pay for shit. They don't have to buy shit. It's all 100% free forever and ever and ever. So they can come here for free with you, and instead of you having to control 6 people, you will have a group or 2 groups of Funatics that can run around and pretend to be your boxes. I think that's something that needs to happen. Dun, 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 dun. Let me check a thing real quick. Wow. All right. So, God damn it. Should I do another one? Let's see. Let's see what else we have here. This is done. Oh shit. Oh shit. I think this is a guy from stream. Oh shit. What is this? I have a confession to make. I did something really horrible that is not like me, blah blah blah. I blah blah for the blah blah, and a player named blah won the blah, and blah 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 blah. Sirkin reimbursed his thing, and he won again. He already had a thing. I was the second highest, so he let me have it. Still the turn in. Wait, he let me loot it. So then why did you have to steal anything? I still grab anything to do. If there's any possible way I can make it right, the player's name that won the role is blah blah blah, and the character I used to get there. I'm not sure. Due to a small real-life emergency, I wasn't able to log on for the thing, but he was there and he won the role. He had a friend named blah 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 that offered him blah blah blah. I'm not sure if Kexing his thing. Okay, item restored to case, because we did that earlier today. So that is the easiest petition ever, other than it did require me to read some words. Alright, what's this called? Dun 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 dun. Resolved. This is related to that. Dun 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 dun. Uh-oh, what is this? With a lot of bumps. Hello, I'm wondering why our 3 accounts, blah blah and blah, are currently banned. Thanks, my name. And this guy says, I believe you know very well why you are banned, sir. I will give you this one opportunity to fess up, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not good. What is this? Again, I hope all these people can... What is this? Oh, shit. What? I don't like doing things in PMs. If you want a deal, lay it out here. Oh my lord. Well, it's been a while, but sit tight. Blah blah blah. What other proof do you have? Even if his name is blah blah blah. Did you get this? So why come to me with it now? Blah blah blah. If it's besides this, it was the other guy's story, just doesn't add up. If there was another guy, why did you not say something in August? If you want to provide proof, go ahead, but I can't guarantee anything. Blah blah blah. I did math. I did keep some of the blah, blah, blah. That's just how we roll. Blah, blah, blah. You can create a new tune. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Name dropped Agathar. So I have no idea about that. As for any items, this is usually not done. Either way, it's in the realm of Sirkin. Blah, 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 blah. Thank you. And to Sirkin and the other staff. I don't have close connections with anyone on staff. But yes, I was involved in some shady shit, so I deeply regret it. I regret I took the blame so my friends could continue their EverQuest unharmed. Do I regret it? Of course. I haven't touched my accounts in months, pretty much since Veli's came out. I beg that my accounts can get monitored if for any reason you suspect me. just shut my shit down and be done with it. My characters were so wonderfully loved. I was just moving things around when I was told to. I honestly hate this and think people should blah 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 blah, like how I normally do. I see. That is a long, long ass petition. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Alright, so what we're gonna do is copy this. Go to Bracknar. Do. Where the fuck? I haven't talked to you in. Oh. If you're not on like my recent conversations, that's how I know it's been too long since we had words. Hi. When you can, please check this link and give me Cliff Notes. Is it Cliff's Notes? I think it's Cliff's Notes. I think Cliff actually owns said notes. Yes, that is a thing. Let me check this real quick. Oh shit, I hate to do it. But I'm taking your chat room away for a brief moment. Aw, that's cute. Alright, well, shit. I think we're done here, guys. I think we're done. I got something I gotta do. I gotta call the person real quick and see if they have minutes for me. And thank you all for hanging out, doing some petitions. We would have done more, but I got a little carried away with my words in the beginning. What else? Hit the follow button if you haven't hit the follow button. Check out Project 1999 if you haven't done that. www.project1999.com. If you miss things and you want to get caught up on things, or you just want to see older things that have happened before just now today, www.youtube.com/circump99. What else? Go check out Germanfoo, twitch.tv/Germanfoo. Go check out Skylace, twitch.tv/Skylace. Go check out Micah Davis, twitch.tv/Micah Davis. They have all said things in this here chat room, so you can just click on their name and it's got a follow button. These are 3 people that have been streaming for a little bit, some longer than others. I know Germanfoo's been probably doing it longer than... He's been doing it for a while. I know, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how long they're doing it. It just matters the quality of the stream. And you know what? All 3 of those people put work into their stream. Me, I don't put work into this stream. Little things, little tiny things. I open up MS Paint from time to time. I've maybe used the Windows snipping tool from time to time. But that's it. These people put in real work. And you guys should check it out because I don't think you'll be sorry. On that note, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday afternoon, and I'll be talking to you pals later. I don't have a long outro video, so I'm sorry, but have a good day.